Hello everyone, this is Crypto BitLaw here with another blockchain legal brief, and today we're going to discuss how a Texas man was recently sentenced to prison for laundering over $1.4 million in cryptocurrency. But before we dive in, please, if you enjoy this content, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And with that said, let's jump right on in. Alright, so here we can see Decrypt reports that a Texas man was sentenced to prison after laundering $1.4 million in crypto. A man from Irving, Texas has been sentenced to 46 months in prison after his involvement in a crypto laundering conspiracy. They say Deependra Bhusal has been sentenced to 46 months in federal prison for his involvement in a crypto money laundering conspiracy in the Eastern District of Texas. According to a press release published by the Department of Justice, the DOJ, Bhusal was involved in a multi-year money laundering conspiracy that involved laundering funds from a multitude of scams. Bhusal's specific role was to open bank accounts and mailboxes, which were then used to transact funds stolen from victims of the scams. Bhusal was also responsible for engaging in subsequent transactions to conceal the nature and source of the illicit funds. Bhusal routinely structured these transactions in amounts of under $10,000 to avoid flagging reporting requirements and raising attention from law enforcement agencies and regulators. The DOJ said Bhusal was, quote, personally responsible for laundering over $1.4 million in criminal proceeds. Bhusal did not act alone. Two co-conspirators joined the Texas man. On March 10, 2022, Lois Boyd, 75, and Manik Mentani, 33, both from Virginia, were named in an indictment that charged them with money laundering conspiracy, and violating the Travel Act. While Bhusal faces just under 4 years in prison, his conspirators faced much harsher sentences. Both Boyd and Mentani could spend up to 20 years in prison. It's important to point out that a grand jury indictment is not evidence of guilt. Quote, a defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law, the DOJ added in its press release. Bhusal's case is part of the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force's operation, which has recently cracked down on other crypto-related crimes. 2 days ago, federal prosecutors in Miami seized $34 million worth of cryptocurrency in what was described as one of the largest cryptocurrency forfeiture actions ever filed in the United States. According to the DOJ, law enforcement officials identified a South Florida resident, quote, raking in millions by selling stolen account information on the dark web from services like Netflix, Uber, and HBO. So yeah, here we have it. This is just another example of the Organized Crime and Drug Enforcement Task Force of the federal government pretty much putting their trophies on display. I think this was the second one in just a matter of 2 or 3 days that we've seen, where the federal government is trying to highlight their successful prosecutions as it pertains mainly to cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency-related offenses. And I really believe that they're trying to put this out there with these press releases and trying to get it into all the major crypto rags in an effort to shed light on it and try to make an example of these situations to try to use it as a form of deterrence to prevent others from otherwise engaging in similar sorts of actions. So all in all, just thought it was an interesting development. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate it. And with that said, we'll see you all in the next video.